one thing that needs to be challenged, and I've been talking about it because I suffer the consequences of it, is the way we've been taught Islam and the way we've been taught Allah. Since childhood, we've been told this image of Allah was basically the way our caretakers were, is how they've portrayed Allah to be. So if their love was conditional, and to be honest, quite toxic, they portrayed, we've grown up with the idea that Allah was like that. But once you start understanding and knowing Allah, you realize that it's not true. And we've been brought up with that fear, when Allah is the softest, most merciful, most loving, most forgiving, far from whatever, you've experienced in your life. And a lot of Asian parents tend to basically project on Allah, in the sense that however they are, because they have a lot of generational trauma within them and they refuse to deal with it, so we have to deal with it with the consequences of it. But they have a lot of generational trauma, but they project on their children. So if they're the type who give conditional love, who are quite controlling, or who have tendency, they don't like to call it oppression, but really it's oppression in a lot of ways, they will tell you that the moment, for example, you stand up for yourself, oh, Allah, you will go to hell. Allah will punish you. So you grow up with that fear of Allah, that no matter what you do, you're never safe, you'll always be punished. But you need to start relearning and making the name of Allah healthy. Because in a lot of, the head of a lot of Asians, the name of Allah is actually, they say it's healthy, but it's not healthy, because they've associated it with fear, with punishment. And this is not how Allah would want you to associate with Him. Allah would want you to associate His name with mercy, with love, with forgiveness, with presence, with safety. And the name of Allah should only be associated with deep, deep safety, because that's exactly how you would be feeling in His presence. That's how good He is. But our community have made it to be His name, have associated His name with fear. And I would say people need to start relearning, going directly to the Quran, reading it, because we've been fed a lot of rubbish. When you start reading, you realize, oh my God, that was not true. That was not true, because a lot of things was not true. It was whatever worked out for our parents.